Miller is here with us, our Trackside 6 analyst, along with our driver expert, Tony Kanaan. I want to hear from Tony because he got caught up in that first lap, first turn melee. We'll get to that, though, a little bit later on. What did you think about this with the show?
Well, it wasn't much of a race because power dominated. Graham Rahal thankfully gave it a little drama.
For the second straight race.
Right. Yeah. He cuts a 5-second lead down to 1.5, and like you heard Will say, man, he made me earn it. And Graham is, this is what I expect Graham Rahal to race like. That's what he was like 4 years ago. I mean, he should be doing this. And yeah, it's a Honda. It was certainly a handicap in qualifying, but he's been the fastest Honda all year, and I give him big props to Eddie Miller and that whole team because they've really got him focused, and he looks like a different kid this year.
But here's the thing. You go back just yesterday, and Graham was complaining about the Hondas and what they needed to do. And I'm sitting there thinking about this. I'm like, look, Graham, a little strategy. You go back to Barber, you see what he did there. That's all it takes. I mean, maybe you don't pick up a win, but you can get a podium finish out of this. You can still do something strong with it.
I think all the Honda guys were hoping for rain because they thought that was the only neutralizer they had. Right. But he got a break on the first lap because he went from 17 to 6 when...
It turns out that was the great equalizer, was that turn one melee.
When Elio ran out of brains and parked Dixon and spun him out in the first corner, everybody's going every which way. Graham goes straight and goes from 17 to 6. Peck picks off a couple guys, and he's third or fourth at the first pit stop. Picks off 2 more guys on the track, and suddenly he's second place. He leads a few laps. So that's exactly what Letterman and Rahal and Lanigan need, and Steak and Shake, because they've done a good job of promoting him around the city. But again, our theme, a young American, and people start. He got a nice ovation when he got out of the car here from the 450 people that were here. It was great.
There might have been a few more than 450.
There could have been.
Honestly, I'm guessing. I don't know. I've been around this. You've been around this longer. I'm guessing 20,000.
I think at the most 15 to 20 would it would be in that neighborhood somewhere.
The weather obviously didn't help at all.
So. Well, it probably didn't, but it's just not. It's sacrilegious, Dave. It should be a standing start. It should not. We'll talk about this tomorrow night with Ryan Hunter-Ray and Tony Kanaan. I want to hear they start whining. I'm going to backhand them because
drivers never whine.
Flying starts are for the Indy 500. A standing start would have been good here. And a standing start, you're going 40 miles an hour slower, and you probably don't have the melee you had in the first turn. So I can't wait to hear all their comments about, whoa, we can't have a standing start. Yes, we can.
What a great tease for tomorrow night, 11:25 on RTV6 for Sunday Sports Extra. But back to Graham. You mentioned Steak and Shake, local company on board. David Letterman was here. Mike Lanigan was here. The Steak and Shake folks have really put a lot of money behind this and advertising. All of a sudden, some Steak and Shake Maxim girls showed up out of nowhere. Like, whoa! The marketing aspect that they have already noticed and seen the advantage of, it's already paying dividends, it looks like.
Of course, when Letterman gives away 500 chocolate milkshakes on the David Letterman show the other night, that didn't hurt any, and you spent some time there. It's just that there's billboards everywhere, and people are starting to go, oh, Graham Rahal, Steak and Shake. Yeah, that's kind of an American theme, and that's what this thing needs, as you know, Davey. I mean, as much as we love Scott Dixon and Tony Kanaan and Will Power and Montoya, there's very few of them that resonate with the American public like an American driver like a Foyt or Andretti or Parnelli would.
Joseph Newgarden picked up a win a couple of weeks ago. Marco Andretti, everyone hopes in this series will get off his schneid.
But he'll be strong starting next week, I think.
A lot to come here in the next 45 minutes or so. Robin Miller, nice job.
Hey, thanks, Dave. I'll be on your show tomorrow night free of charge.
I can't wait. Robin Miller, everybody. Back to Todd and Erica, just about 100 feet away, guys.